said, this is why I always be around ninjas. Here we go.
I always be around niggas. This is why I be around niggas, bro. This is why I stay around niggas, bro. This is why I stay around niggas, bro. You don't know what bitch is fucking your nigga.
Wait, what?
But what the hell, boy?
So what happened?
Just straight up. Real shit. If you see a girl that got like 1 or 2 friends or none at all, you don't know what's going on in the world. It's 2025, everybody.
And y'all answer the poll in the chat, because now this is some new revelation that came out 26 minutes ago while we were streaming. This is the new revelation. So while attempting to explain where things have gone wrong, Chrisean Rock claims that her ex Blueface was involved with both Kehlani and Megan Thee Stallion. Hey, shout out my ninja Blueface, baby. Blueface, baby. All right, here we go.
Hey, effing everybody.
But my thing is, why you mad at him? Because, I mean, I don't know. I digress. Here we go.
So we could try to say, oh, Chrisean was no, bro. How come it was a workout session? I was invited to come to her home, her personal home where her daughter lives. Then I was invited to the other session. Okay, when I was invited to the other session, I was going through a lot. I ain't gonna hold you. My baby dad tripping, he just keep blowing up my phone, saying weird stuff. My stuff, I gotta move my kids' stuff out of his house. Like, I overstimulated, like, as a mom.
Shout out to Men Are Easy. I'm assuming, I don't know who you are, but shout out to Men Are Easy. Men Are Easy says shout out to him cheating. No. That's not what I meant.
You need to leave.
What I meant by shout out to him is, I mean, yeah, like, ladies, we gotta remember, like, as a dude, like, if you get you a good looking woman, like, that's a win for us. I'm sorry, we're small mind. Well, I don't speak for all men before these ninjas try and get on my head and get on my top. Big pause, because that sounded homosexual. But yeah. So, you know, if I bag a girl that's attractive, you feel me? If I bag a woman that's attractive, I'm small minded in my thinking. So it's like, yo, I cracked. And it's not like, I mean, I'm older now, so now I don't give a shit. I mean, like, yeah, you know, we had what we had and it was a good time. But I'm saying, like, ninja, I'm gonna feel good. That's a confidence booster if I bag me a girl that's attractive, because that means, you feel me? Shout out to Karen. Karen said host nut job was probably sticking at the gym. I mean, I don't know.
But what the hell, boy?
Anyways, let's continue. Let's continue.
Then I have to have somebody helping me watch my son so I can work out and move things around. It's a lot going on. So I feel like,
shout out to Men Are Easy. Men Are Easy said most men are shallow, so I agree, only by looks. Hey man, I don't think it's not, I don't want to say it's because we're shallow. I mean, we just like, ninja, I just like attractive women. Ninja, I love attractive women. I don't know. Hey, like I said, I would speak for all men, but I don't speak for all men. And the reason why is because I had a ninja tell me when I was in one of these, like, you know, group conversations, I think it was on TikTok or something. I was saying, hey, you know, some dudes feel like this. And that ninja made it a point to tell me, hey, brother, I just want to let you know you don't speak for me. So I looked at that ninja. I was like,
but what the hell, boy?
You feel me? And I was like, okay, I mean, I don't give a fuck. Like, what, you know, what am I supposed to say to that? So I don't speak for all men. That's why I always say that. I'm saying, speaking for me, hey man, if I'm shallow, ninja, I'm shallow, ninja. It is what it is, my ninja. What I'm supposed to do? I like attractive women. So now, like I said, you get older, and that's why I tell you, gentlemen, hold your nuts. So I'm not finna be sleeping with everybody. You can't sleep with the world. When you find that out as a man, it kind of changed your whole dynamic. That's when you start to come into, okay, this is how I should move and shit like that. So yeah, that's the thing. That's just how I feel about it. But like I said, everybody sentiment is a bit different. Don't use me as the moniker for the rest of these ninjas out here. Cause, you know, not to say what everybody say, oh, I'm different, I'm not like these ninjas. I'm really not like these ninjas. So I wouldn't use me. Don't use me. I might portray my avatar as this. Y'all see my spit fly a little bit. I might portray in this avatar, but you feel me? Shout out to Karen. Karen said the word on the street is that she's dirty. Blue put her on blast many times. And shout out to Men Are Easy. Men Are Easy said, you're being honest and that's all we ask for. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm being honest. That's it. The honest man knows. And the honest man knows. But I'm not being too honest no more because I used to get people real affected. Because, you know, the way my parents taught me, you know, they kind of taught me not to lie to people. So I'm very straightforward. So when you're very straightforward in today's society, you'll piss a lot of people off. So I pissed a lot of people off because I'm very straight to the point because I don't like the bullshit. But the reason why I'm like that is because I have a lot of things I'm trying to do in my own life. So because I have a lot of things I'm trying to do, I don't like to play time. I don't like to play games with people, and I don't like to play with my time. That's it and that's all. But let's continue.
Whatever, when I picked up that phone, it brought too much weird stuff in her energy. That's all I got to say. But I picked up the phone from my baby dad, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, that's okay. Like, every girl's the same, even if they act like they're not. Like, females can be pretty. Females can act like a tomboy. Females can act like they moved on. Females can be whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. But we still have vaginas and hormones, weird hormones that act weird against other females. I don't understand that part.
Okay, and this is what I was gonna say, hormones. So that's what I was saying, whereas men, we like, you know, a pretty girl and all that, right? We like a pretty girl and all that, feel me? That's cool. But when our hormones go down, once our hormones stop raging, yeah, we kind of got some common sense of, damn, I can't really, you know, put my thing in every little girl. I can't push up on everybody like that because if I do that, there's a can of worms that I open. So once I came to that conclusion, that's why I'm very on 10. I'm kind of to myself and shit. What I was gonna say, yeah, another thing with women, and I'm not an expert, so, you know, Chrisean saying this, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, when it comes to dudes, like, I think women are very territorial, just like men are. I think a lot of times, guys, let me say this too. I've said this before. For those of you who are new here, you know how we all tend to say like, oh, you know, men do this, like the stereotypes, right? Oh, men do this, women do that. I think all the stereotypes have some truth to them, right? I think that we're taking a mirror. I'm going to point right here because I have a mirror over here. So I think we all have a mirror and we grab a mirror and we show each other our reflection. Like we go like, hey, look, this is you. This is you. Look at what you do. Look at what you do. And every stereotype that we're hearing about each other, there's some truth to each and every one of them. Shout out to Nina. Nina said it's called post-nut clarity. Hey, man, tomato, tomato. That part. Tomato, tomato. But it's not only post-nut clarity. What I'm saying is like, you just get older, bro. So you just understand that, damn, if I push up on this girl and she lets me in, I have to deal with being in her world now. So if I'm in her world now, she may have a certain expectation and certain kind of assertions that she may want from me. And it's like, hey, you know, am I ready for that? That's the thing. It's like, am I ready for that? Am I ready to deal with that? Because it may or may not be a problem, but she may have certain expectations that I may not be able to keep up to. She may have certain standards for herself that I may or may not be able to deal with. And that's the whole thing where it's like, damn, it's like a balancing act because I still got everything in my life. Then she want me to be a part of her life. And like I said, after you done engaged in fornication with somebody, you open doors spiritually, physically, and emotionally. So, you know, after that, you know, Ninja try to act like, oh, you know, I don't care. You know, women try to act like, oh, I don't care. It's whatever. But nah, deep down, Ninja, deep down, we know what it is, Ninja. Come on now. Come on now. What are we talking about? Anyways, let me let Chrisean finish. I'm being rude. Let's see what she had to say.
For real. The only thing I didn't understand was she got cracked by my BD before. And now we are hanging out. And she's encouraging me to get this removal off my face. But it's like, it right message, wrong person though. Right? Yeah, you will literally explain yourself over and over. Because I see people just rejoining. So for everybody that don't know what's going on, I woke up out of my bed. I put a sweatsuit on. I put a bonnet on. I put some lashes.
Hey, shout out to Nina. Nina said, Kehlani is fine though. Big facts. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, Kehlani straight. But I don't know. Do she got a ninja? First off, isn't Kehlani, I think Kehlani is bisexual, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, don't she got somebody already? I thought she had somebody. I don't think she's married, but I thought she had like a girlfriend or a boyfriend. But that's what I'm saying. Well, I don't really watch too much about Kehlani. I only know about Chrisean because I've been talking about Chrisean on my page and shit. And shout out to Chrisean too. No hate to Lil Mama. And shout out to Men Are Easy. Men Are Easy said, what is she going to want from you? It doesn't go both ways. I think that was in regards to what I said. Men and women want something. And I'm here to tell you, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to the Adams who support me. Shout out to my Eves who support me. Guys, I'm here to tell you, everybody wants something from everybody. Now, take that with a grain of salt because the terms we are governed by in today's society is some, not all. So some people want something. The best song to explain this, I'm an artist, so I always use music to reinforce my point, is Sweet Dreams. Y'all heard the song Sweet Dreams? Sweet dreams are made of this. Everybody's looking for something. Some people want to use you. Some people want to be used by you. Everybody's looking for something. You feel me? Shout out to Karen. Karen said, that's not Blue's baby. We see who Junior looks like. Yeah, everybody been saying that. Rest in peace to Lil Ronnie. Shout out to Natural. Hey, man. I got a lisp sometimes when I speak because I usually have my golds in my mouth, but I stopped wearing them. But shout out to Natural Yeen. She said, how is it the right person, wrong message when you're saying she had dealings with him before? So maybe she knows what she's talking about when it comes to dude. Right. I don't know. It's tough because everybody getting their feelings because look, like I said, it's hard because let's say they dealt with each other or they really slept with each other or whatever. So who's really affected? Is Chrisean affected or is Kehlani affected? It's like if it's gonna start a problem, she probably just dodged the problem ahead of time. I don't know, bro. Like I said, that's why I be saying on the internet, I feel like they all capping, bro. Here we go.
And some Milani lipstick, so I can get my side of the story, bro. I'm telling you, I fall out with girls because of a nigga. That's all it is, bro. Cause like I wouldn't have been invited to 3 different occasions, 3 different times, like straight up. And nobody, I didn't even know she like Blue cracked that. Nobody knew. Just like how we didn't know nothing about Megan Thee Stallion when she got cracked by Blue too. He started yapping out his mouth at Jason Lee show, like.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Blueface. Yo. At the same time, Ninja, shout out to the Adam. Say, bro, don't pillow talk, bro. It's better if you don't pillow talk. You actually win more. Free game. Here we go.
Bro, try to be in my shoes for once, bro. It's a weird position. It's a weird situation. It's like, damn.
And shout out to Natural. She said, I'm new to your page. I didn't even know she knew Kehlani. Yeah, so they had just hung out. I didn't notice either. I thought they was doing it for like the public thing, you know, where they take pictures with people for the public, like, oh, we might do a song together kind of thing. But they had hung out the other day, and that's the story. So we showing y'all the story now. So this is her. This actually just came out. This is her responding to what happened. But the story was she had went to work out with her, and then she said something about ICE, like to one of the, I think her apartment workers or a hotel worker. And then Kehlani came out and said that she ain't like that. So she had to unfollow her because that was kind of inappropriate. And that's not the kind of message she's pushing. I don't know, though. I don't know. And shout out to all the immigrant people. Y'all know what it is.
I shouldn't even be with not a soul. He got the streets, baby, for sure, bro. Crack. But this is why I always.
All right, so shout out to Chrisean. That's what she said. So let me run y'all back. So let me bring y'all back to speed. So this what happened. This happened yesterday, supposedly,
Rashawn,
right?
You only hung out with Kehlani
So listen.
For one day. Now y'all already unfollowing each other?
I'm put the volume
up. It only
up.
took one day for Kehlani to realize this is not the person I need to be around. Now, in the 3-part IG story, Kehlani and Chrisean had teamed up to head to the gym. Because the interaction was so short, it was pretty shocking after what happened next. Now, I guess after their workout, Chrisean had began her live stream from which looked like her apartment. Some defamatory statements were made in regard to security outside of the apartment.
Are you okay, sir? Are you okay, sir?
Let's just keep it quiet, please.
Nah. Why you got your gun?
I know, we all got guns. We all got guns. So what you do?
It's okay. ICE.
For real?
You don't want me to call ICE. You don't want me to call ICE.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, do what you gotta do. But like I said, this is something you shouldn't do if you're an adult. My bad, I accidentally went off it. And the reason why is because, first off, like I said, guys, social media. Everybody got social media. You don't know who's watching. You don't want to put yourself in a position by saying something out of character immediately in the moment and then turn around and backtrack and be like, you know, that's not what I represent and all that kind of shit. Like, even this alone, right? Because of the game that she's playing, and I'm saying the game, the social media game, she could turn around and ruin all her brand deals. Like, I just seen this shit. Now, I don't watch TV like that because I got my own shit I'm trying to do, you feel me? I do watch movies, though, but I don't really watch TV like that. So, it's this show, and shout out to you. Put a 1 in the chat if you know the show. Is called, I think it's called Love Island or some shit like that. I could be wrong. But I seen on the net, like, it was this girl, she had got caught up for saying this slur. It was a slur towards, I think, the Asian or the Japanese community. You feel me? And it was about, you know, something with, it rhymes with mink. It rhymes with mink, right? So I think they just kicked her off the show for saying that. And that's crazy. But I mean, it is what it is. Cause, you know, you feel what I'm saying? I'm the same one that be telling people, y'all can't say the N-word if you black. I mean, if you're not black, you feel me? And that's cause, you know, if you turn around and do that, right? If you turn around and do that, we should be able to say all the other slurs. And if they take that as a hate crime, you feel me? Unless you're part of the community, the way I feel, unless you're part of a community, you can't say the slurs of that community. And shout out to Karen. Karen said with this situation, the word on the street was they were throwing stuff out the window at those people. So calling the police was BS. And shout out to Natural. Natural said Kehlani knows she was looking for clout by hanging with her though. LOL, trying to come off as a nice girl and it backfired. So yeah, like I said, Chrisean, if y'all go look, I'm not to suck her, you know, not to suck her tip or whatever, but she one of the most talked about people right now on the internet. So even me, I'm playing the clout game myself, and I don't like that I have to do it, but it is what it is because, like, y'all see, I don't know how many people are in the chat, but I'm pretty sure my show today did numbers just by putting her as a thumbnail because for some reason, I don't know if she knows somebody on the net. I don't know if all the algorithms on the same page or what, but they want her to be blown up. So for some reason, they want her to be blown up. So because of that, when you talk about her, you can be seen. You can be seen. If you hang around her, you're going to be seen. Me personally, my conspiracy theory is that when Blueface come out, they doing all this. And when Blueface come out, he back number one as an artist. He going to be making stupid money. Right now, and I did the research I showed y'all before for those of y'all who are new here, Blueface get I think 10 million listeners on Spotify alone, right? So on Spotify alone, you feel me? For those of you who don't know, 1 million streams on Spotify is 3 to 5 bands. So that ninja making every month, right? For 1 million times 10, that ninja making 30 to 50 bands per month, bro. Can you imagine? So shout out to Blue. And that's from the pen. They not gonna tell y'all that though. They're not gonna tell y'all that, but that's how the streaming shit work. Like if you could do numbers, you'll make you some money. That's why they pay so low. But even then, it's like I said, so that's just off Spotify alone. So they trying to build it up to when this ninja come out, they'll set it up to where now they finna make stupid bread because he finna make bread regardless. Now if they can work the story to where they beef and okay, they come together now they all finna make good bread with each other. You feel me? So yeah, let me run that back. Here we go.
Chrisean, you only hung out with Kehlani for 1 day. Now y'all already unfollowing each other? Because it only took 1 day for Kehlani to realize this is not the person I need to be around. Now, in the 3-part IG story, Kehlani and Chrisean had teamed up to head to the gym.
And shout out to Karen. Karen said a live train wreck. And the way I feel, bro, low key, because when you start to understand the social media shit, bro, I low key feel like everything that we're seeing with them, I feel like they're planning it. And if it's really planned, like I could more than likely be wrong, but I'm saying they got like a little guideline or framework. If they got this whole guideline that they're following and framework, bro, they got to get they dub, bro. They got to get they dub. Because they're literally, I got to think about it, bro. They're literally manipulating the internet. You know how fire that is to just sit there and think about, like, you're actually making the internet go the way you want it to go. That's not easy. In today's time where everybody's fighting for attention, bro, that's hard, bro. Like I said, they might have somebody on the inside though. I don't know if they got somebody on the inside, but to manipulate the internet to go the way you go to where, like I can't show y'all the numbers, but this post alone got like 17,000 likes. So imagine how many views it got. I'm saying like the YouTube post, not the YouTube post. I'm saying the Instagram post, not me, the Instagram post alone. So shit like that just always is mind-boggling to me. Here we go.
Interaction was so short, it was pretty shocking after what happened next. Now, I guess after their workout, Chrisean had began her live stream from which looked like her apartment. Some defamatory statements were made in regard to security outside of the apartment.
Are you okay, sir?
Oh, also, Kehlani said these events didn't happen during the same day, which is mad confusing too, right? Because it's like, bro, so did it happen? It didn't happen during the same day. It's like, why did it take you seeing that to turn around and unfollow the girl? You feel me? Here we go.
Are you okay, sir?
Let's just keep it quiet, please.
Nah.
Quiet, 4th of July, buddy.
Why you got your gun?
I know, we all got guns. We all got guns. So what you want to do?
Yeah, like I said, people don't do that. And like I said, I told sticks too, but you're not finna see me go to security and tell security I got sticks. I mean, like I said, imagine you go to security and tell security you toting sticks. So what? Security gotta look at you like this, bro.
Boy, what the hell, boy?
They gotta look at you like this, bro. Like, what are they, like, you, is that a threat? Like, imagine you said that to a police officer, and that's why I say have some common sense, and common sense not that common no more for people. Here we go.
It's okay. Ice.
For real?
You don't want me to call ICE. You don't want me to call ICE.
So why you got your gun?
What you want to do? Do you want me to call
I'm
ICE?
calling the police.
You'll be at
I'm calling the
Alligator.
police.
You'll be at Alligator Arcade.
Where is the gun? Let me see.
Do you want to be
He got it. He came to threaten us.
Chrisean, you only hung out with Kehlani for one day. Now y'all already unfollowing each other? Because it only took one day for Kehlani to realize this is not the person I need to be around. Now, in the pre-war IG story, Kehlani and Chrisean had teamed up to head to the gym. Because the interaction was so short, it was pretty shocking after what happened next. Now, I guess after their workout, Chrisean had began her live stream from which looked like her apartment. Some defamatory statements were made in regard to security outside of the apartment.
Don't die tonight, man. Jesus loves you, sir. Don't die tonight.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, like I always say, right? So, y'all gotta understand, bro, when you say something like that to somebody, you assaulted them and they can press charges. Please don't say no shit like that to people. That's why I tell y'all gotta practice discernment, bro. Somebody piss you off, if you can, leave the situation. Leave the situation. I've always said this on my stream, and I'll continue to say this, and I speak from a perspective of I've been jumped before, I've been robbed before, set up. Same difference, you feel me? Two sides of the same coin. Shout out to Natural. She said they think they so tough or something. I wish she would get some help though. Shaking my head. Yeah, it's the people around her. Shout out to Karen. Karen said every time she's around, there's some shit happening. Now I feel like it's somewhat orchestrated, but like I said, yeah, don't turn around and say that shit to people, because you try the right person, they press and charge. Like, for example, if somebody pull up on me with multiple people and threaten me, I'm gonna say yeah. Like I said, I told weapons though, and I suggest you do the same if applicable in your current state, right? Or in your local city or wherever you live. Protect yourself out here in these streets. But yeah, if somebody press me and I know who they are and I know of them, whether it's through the internet or whatever, I'm pressing charges, ninja. I'm pressing charges. And I don't feel bad. They could say rat this, rat that, nigga. You could suck a dick for all I care, because you're not finna make me feel uncomfortable. And my main thing is, one, you're not gonna make me feel uncomfortable, and two, ninja, you must have some money to lose talking to me crazy, because I always look at it like this. Like I said, guys, I'm a big black dude. So I'm 6'1", I'm 260 pounds. I'm a big dude. I used to play sports. That's why, you know, I don't really look too fat per se. But yeah, bro, so ninja, if you're comfortable talking to me like that, because I know if I did the same thing, if I went and talked to other people like that outside, I would be sitting in a pen, or I would at least be sitting in jail. So the way I look at it is, bro, if you can't handle yourself with some decorum, as they like to say, or properly, you must have some money you want to give to me. So I'm gonna let you talk. I'm finna be recording the whole thing, and I'm pressing charges. I'm gonna say I feel threatened for my life. And I suggest you guys all do the same. I speak from a perspective of I've told people to sue, and they've made money before. So listen to me when I say this, okay? Don't play no games. Like I said, I'm not only talking to men, I'm talking to men. Shout out to the Adams and shout out to the Eves. For those of you who are new here, my supporters are the Adams and the Eves, named after yours truly. And shout out to the Most High, named after the Most High. But yeah. So, yeah, people, like I said, don't let people play with you. Show people you mean business. I'm telling people now, you fuck with me, boy, you gonna feel me, boy. You will feel me, and I won't feel bad. I'm gonna be laughing in your face after you pay me my money. Here we go.
Now, shout out to Live Bites for capturing this video, and let me kind of break down exactly what's going on. So, from what looks to be like Chrisean's apartment, this neighbor comes out because of a noise issue. And apparently, this neighbor had confronted one of Chrisean's security detail, and then that's where the argument ensues. And then you can hear another individual, a part of Chrisean's entourage, making defamatory statements about ICE and alligator Alcatraz. And because of this, people had noticed that Kehlani had stopped following Chrisean on social media. Now, I don't understand.
Hold up, I had to stop the show real quick. Shout out to KB. KB, one of our OG core supporters. Shout out to her. We in the building. Everybody in the chat, say hello to KB. Here we go.
Why Chrisean always has to surround herself around a bunch of people, because if you listen to that full recording, Chrisean makes no mention about ICE. She makes no mention about alligator Alcatraz or migrant detention centers. It was her entourage, and because of the people she surrounds herself by, is going to be a clear indication about how others are going to move when they're presented with Chrisean, because sometimes people really be blocking your blessings. And whoever that person was in the background saying those gross defamatory things, Chrisean needs to get rid of them immediately.
Yeah. Like I said, another thing too, people, if you turn around and you start doing whatever you're doing, you know, you start moving with security detail and all that, people around you need to say less and do more. So they shouldn't really be speaking too much because, like I said, this is going to be the situation that occurs. They're going to associate it with you. They're going to put it on you. So be careful of the company you keep. Let's continue.
Sometimes it be your inner circle that be the part of your downfall.
All right, so look, we're going to tell you what she said. Hold on, we're going to TikTok real quick, and after that, we're going to get up on out of here. Shout out to KB. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just another day in paradise. Shout out to the God. Shout out to the world. Life is good. We alive. I'm alive. That's how I feel. How you feel? How you feeling? Let me see. All right, let's see what Chrisean says. So Chrisean Rock, Kehlani. We're going to have the full thing. This is what she said. Here we go.
Okay, let's get to Kehlani. Kehlani, she's a sweetheart.
And we played some of this for y'all earlier, but this the full thing, I guess, or a piece of the full thing.
We went to the same church. We saw each other in the parking lot. We was excited to see each other. It was very sweet. It was a great interaction.
And y'all answer the poll in the chat. Right now, we have 89% of people saying that Kehlani is not a clown. And then we have 11% of people saying that she read Chrisean wrong. So y'all answer that poll. Let's get it.
We exchange each other numbers. We start talking about what she do, what I be doing. She like, oh, y'all be working. I be getting in the gym. Like, shoot, I'll come join you. Like, get me right. Like, I'm an athlete at heart. You know, I play pro league. So we just was heading off on that conversation. Everything went great. Okay, we working out. Before I start recording everything, I asked her, because, you know, I make over 7 figures on my Snapchat. So she got a studio session afterwards. I said, do you care if I join?
Hold up. Damn, I got to get that record scratch. Hold up. This girl says she make over 7 figures on her Snapchat.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
So 7 figures. So you're making over $1 million on your Snapchat?
But what the hell, boy?
I don't know. Here we go.
I would love to see how you work. She's like, all right, but no cameras, you know, this is my home. I said, all right, bet. We went to our house. Cool. Very respectful. We even prayed in there and all that. Okay. I think this is where it took a turn. We start talking. She started telling me reasons why I should get this removed. She's the one that got the laser removal place where I'm going to go, because that's where she go. She was giving me advice. And then she came out of nowhere, and I'm asking her, like, not like that, but like, where is this all coming from? Like, how do you, like, she kept saying he's a manipulator, he's this, he's that, he's that. Girl, come to find out, she's telling me with her own mouth that Blueface cracked that.
You need to leave.
So my Ninja Blue, damn, Ninja was going ham, Ninja. That Ninja was going ham in these streets, bro. Here we go.
That she'll be not like she.
Shout out to the set, man. I gotta say that. Shout out to the set. That's crazy, bro. Because I believe, how old is Kehlani?